Hi everybody, this is episode number 4 of my Epic War 2 walkthrough. In the last episode, I actually completed level 3, and in the research over here, I unlocked some more things and upgraded, and yeah, if you haven't watched my previous episodes, then I recommend you do that so you can understand more about this game and you'll know where I am in this series. So, yeah, in my last episode, I talked a little bit about me using paladins, and I'm gonna use those in this game, in this episode, and the way I unlocked those is by buying tier 3 of my human barrack research right here, and so we're gonna jump right into level 4, and it says Forest Guardians right here. It says the name of the level, Forest Guardians, and I think what that means, we are going to be fighting elves in this level. Let me turn up my sound a little bit, so you guys can hear it. So as you can see, if we can scroll over here, then this is the elven background. This is what the elven base looks like, and it's going to be really fun. And now we'll be able to find out what elves look like, and they're a little bit stronger than humans. Elves are actually my favorite race out of the 3 you can be. You can be mankind, elves, and orcs. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start off this game like I would any other. I'm gonna press 0 to auto fire my arrow tower and start attacking these enemies right away. Those are what the elven foot soldiers look like. They're called elf fighters. They're exactly like my human squires, except they are the elven race's version. And they'll spawn some archers probably sometime soon. I think I just killed one, and I'll show you what the elven archers look like. So yeah, in this episode we're gonna unlock Human Paladins, and it's gonna be really awesome. They're really good, and we're gonna dominate this round by using those. And those are what the elven archers look like. I think they're called elf fighters, or no, elf hunters, I think. And so, yeah, they're very similar in strength and health, but they're just a little bit different than humans. So I'm gonna upgrade my arrow tower right now. And so yeah, now it's a little bit bigger, and it fires 3 arrows per shot now. So this will do more damage to my enemies. Each race has a different element of power, you could say. Humans use poison attacks for some of their units, elves use ice attacks, and orcs use fire attacks. And in a little bit, whenever we start using our paladins, you'll see that they actually can use poison attacks, and it's very effective on these guys. On a lot of guys, actually. It can take out all of the units we've fought so far in one hit. So yeah, my mana is loading up pretty fast. We're already at 617, and I'm gonna upgrade my barracks to tier 2 right now. And since we actually have we purchased tier 3, now we'll be able to buy it again, and it will cost 500 mana to tier 3, and so that will allow us to use paladins. And tier 2 let us use knights. So I'm going to wait until I have 500 mana, and then I'm going to buy that, and we'll start using paladins. These arrows are pretty cool. They just do all your work for you. You can just sit back and relax, and the arrows will do your job. Okay, so now I have 500 mana, so I'm going to buy this, and this is what the Human Paladins are. They actually cost 580 mana. That's more than this upgrade cost by itself. So each Paladin costs 580 mana, which is kind of a lot, but once we get farther in the game, 580 mana will be very easy to get. So I'm going to upgrade my total mana a little bit more, and then we'll start buying some Human Paladins and win this match with ease. Yeah. So, as you can see, these 3 arrows that, I guess you could say like a triple shot, does quite a bit of damage on these guys. they're very easily killed by this, and we can upgrade to like I think it's 8 arrows per shot once we get the final upgrade, and you can actually unlock elemental arrows later in the game. So keep watching this series if you eventually in some of the episodes will get that far. Okay, so I am going to upgrade my total mana, and then I'm gonna buy a Human Paladin, and that will I was gonna say that will he'll probably get all the way to their base by himself. This is an elf assassin, and he is the elven unit of the knight, so they're pretty good. They have a little bit more health, so they take a few triple shots to kill. So now I have more than 580 mana, so I can buy a Human Paladin. So I'm gonna buy him, and you'll see he's amazing. Look at him. He's a knight riding a horse, and he has a big spear. It looks almost like what they say, like when they joust. Like he looks like he has one of those things that you use. I don't know what they're called exactly, so I'm just gonna call it a spear. But yeah, he smacks them with that, and it does a lot of damage. As you can see, he's charging up in attack, and that actually was a poison strike. Like I said earlier, they do poison damage. That's the human element, you could say. So yeah, sometimes he does a poison strike like that. That was very effective and killed him in one hit. And sometimes they just do a regular strike. Both of them are still really powerful though. And he can take out all of those guys with, well, I guess my arrows are probably taking them out more than he is. But yeah. So I'm gonna buy a couple hobbits by pressing 1, just to be right by his side, to keep him company in the battle, so he doesn't feel like he's all alone. There we go. I gave him 11 hobbits, and the way I know that is by looking up here. It says how many units you have, and if you look right there, it says how many units the enemy has. You may be wondering why all of this stuff is right here at the top. If you put your mouse over a unit, then it will show like the stats of that unit. Like it says Paladin, you can tell. This is their health, this green cross. This is how much damage they do per attack, and I think that's not including the poison damage they do. So they probably do at least 200 with their poison attack. Yeah, as you can see, this Paladin by himself, well, not by himself, with some hobbits' help, of course, is almost defeated their entire base. It took like 2/3 of their health down. He's about to die. But yeah, with this with these stats up here, I don't. Oh, he died, so it doesn't show me his stats anymore. I'm gonna buy another Paladin, and I'll go back to. Oh, you can actually look at enemy stats too. It says Elf Fighter, and I don't know exactly what the 6 things on the bottom stand for, so I'm not gonna talk about them because I don't want to get the information wrong. But I know that this obviously has something to do with fire, this has something to do with ice, that has something to do with poison. Even though it's a lightning symbol, I think it's poison. I mean, maybe it isn't poison, it could be like some sort of like electricity attack or something. Probably something around there. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna buy two more paladins, so I'm gonna have 2 of these guys hold control their base. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy actually made it to their base and attacked them. Probably not defeat the base, but he'll get really far. But if not, then these 2 will destroy the base. Paladins are really good, and especially this early in the game, the enemy isn't going to have this good of units for 1 or 2 more levels, so they're not going to be able to kill my paladins very easily. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it doesn't really like you can highlight them. It's not showing me the paladin. Okay, now it is. So he has 341 health, so he's about to die. But these other 2 guys are there to back him up. So yeah, we pretty much already won this battle. It was really easy with the paladins, and so I'll be able to win the next couple battles probably pretty easily just by using the same strategy. And so as you can see with those 3, they just strike and they win. And look at them going off happily into the victorious reign. They won. Okay, so Um, yeah, this time I got 4,575 experience. That's a pretty good amount. So now I've completed the first 4 levels, and on the next episode, I'm going to play level 5. And this level actually went by faster than these 3 because the paladins are so amazing that they just clear through all the enemies. Yeah, so these 2 levels have a 2-star difficulty. These 2 have 1, but the next level is going to have 3-star difficulty, so it's going to be probably a little bit harder. So yeah, with this experience I have, I am going to upgrade my arrow tower another time, so now it's in its 3rd tier, which is going to be pretty amazing. And I don't have enough to upgrade anything else, so I'm just going to have to save that experience. So yeah, that about wraps it up for this episode. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll answer it the best I can. And, yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time on episode 4, hopefully.